Zond Program. Joint U.S.-Soviet missions. During the height of the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union appeared to be bitter rivals locked in a race for dominance in space, an unexpected and highly classified collaboration may have been taking place behind the scenes. A secret alliance that involved joint U.S.-Soviet missions under the cover of the Soviet Union's Zond program. Officially, the Zond program was a Soviet initiative designed to send unmanned probes to the Moon and nearby planets, as well as conduct crewed circumlunar missions. But according to declassified documents, insider accounts, and persistent rumors, the Zond program may have been a cover for joint U.S.-Soviet missions aimed at exploring extraterrestrial phenomena, retrieving alien artifacts, and monitoring unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. The official story. The Soviet Zond program. The Zond program was part of the larger Soviet lunar exploration program that ran from the late 1950s to the early 1970s. Officially, the Zond spacecraft were intended to conduct circumlunar missions, collect high-resolution images of the Moon, and test systems for eventual crewed lunar landings. Between 1964 and 1970, 8 Zond missions were launched, with mixed success. Zond 5, launched in 1968, became the first spacecraft to successfully circle the Moon and return safely to Earth, carrying biological payloads that included tortoises and other organisms. Zond 6, Zond 7, and Zond 8 continued to conduct circumlunar flybys, capturing images of the Moon's surface and testing critical re-entry systems. But what if the publicly acknowledged missions were only a smokescreen to conceal a secret U.S.-Soviet alliance that was operating beyond the boundaries of public knowledge? The secret alliance, a hidden partnership in space. While the United States and the Soviet Union were engaged in a highly publicized space race, insiders claim that back-channel negotiations between high-level officials led to a secret collaboration that transcended national rivalries. The driving force behind this cooperation was the discovery of extraterrestrial phenomena that neither nation could ignore. According to whistleblowers and declassified documents, both nations realized that UAPs, extraterrestrial technology, and unexplained anomalies posed a global threat that transcended geopolitical boundaries. Facing the possibility that Earth was being monitored by non-human intelligences, the U.S. and Soviet governments allegedly agreed to share intelligence, resources, and technology to confront the unknown. The cover of the Zond program, a mask for covert operations. The Zond program provided the perfect cover for these joint operations. Under the guise of launching circumlunar missions, the United States and the Soviet Union allegedly conducted joint reconnaissance missions that extended far beyond the Moon. Some of the objectives of these classified missions included monitoring extraterrestrial activity. Near the Moon, insiders claim that Zond missions were equipped with specialized instruments designed to detect anomalies and track unknown spacecraft operating near the Moon. These missions allegedly intercepted unidentified signals and observed objects that exhibited flight characteristics beyond the capabilities of human technology. Recovering alien artifacts and technology. Some sources allege that Zond spacecraft were used to retrieve alien artifacts and debris from the Moon and other celestial bodies. These artifacts, believed to be of extraterrestrial origin, were reportedly brought back to Earth for reverse engineering and analysis by both U.S. and Soviet scientists. Surveying lunar structures and anomalies. Whistleblowers claim that certain Zond missions were tasked with mapping and investigating anomalous structures on the Moon's surface that could not be explained by natural geological processes. These structures, described as geometric formations and massive dome-like objects, raised suspicions that the Moon may have once hosted intelligent activity. Monitoring UAP activity in deep space. According to classified reports, Zond missions were also tasked with tracking and analyzing UAP activity beyond Earth's atmosphere. Advanced sensors onboard Zond spacecraft allegedly detected unknown objects maneuvering near the Moon, and in Earth's orbit, raising concerns that extraterrestrial surveillance of human space activities was underway. Zond 5 and the secret biological payloads. Was there more to the story? One of the most intriguing aspects of the Zond program was Zond 5, which carried a biological payload that included tortoises, worms, and plant seeds. Officially, the mission was designed to study the effects of space travel on living organisms. However, some theorists believe that Zond 5's biological payload was far more complex and classified. Insiders allege that the spacecraft may have been carrying biological material of extraterrestrial origin, possibly obtained from classified U.S. missions or alien crash retrievals. The goal of the mission was to study how this material interacted with the space environment and assess whether it posed any threat to Earth's biosphere. Zond 6. A mysterious failure or a cover-up? Zond 6, launched in 1968, was initially hailed as a success, but the mission ended in mysterious failure when the spacecraft's re-entry vehicle depressurized, causing a fatal crash during its return to Earth. While the official explanation points to a technical malfunction, some insiders suggest that Zond 6 may have encountered something in space that led to its untimely destruction. According to these sources, Zond 6's mission parameters had been altered to monitor unusual activity near the Moon. The spacecraft allegedly detected anomalous objects maneuvering in its vicinity, raising fears that the mission had stumbled upon something that posed a threat to Earth. The destruction of Zond 6, according to these theories, may have been deliberate sabotage to prevent sensitive data from being recovered. The secret Apollo-Zond collaborations. Was there an Apollo 20? Perhaps the most controversial aspect of the Zond program's alleged secret history is the theory that Zond spacecraft were involved in joint operations with NASA's Apollo missions. While the public was led to believe that the Apollo program ended with Apollo 17 in 1972, some theorists claim that Apollo 18, 19, and 20 were classified missions that operated in conjunction with the Zond program. According to leaked accounts, Apollo 20 was a joint U.S.-Soviet mission that aimed to explore and investigate a derelict alien spacecraft discovered on the far side of the Moon. The mission allegedly uncovered extraterrestrial technology and biological remains, including an ancient humanoid body preserved within the alien craft. If these claims are true, the Apollo-Zond collaboration would represent the most profound cover-up in human history. Why the secrecy? The reasons behind the cover-up. If the Zond program truly served as a cover for joint U.S.-Soviet missions involving extraterrestrial phenomena, why was this information hidden from the public? The reasons behind the secrecy are complex and deeply unsettling. Avoiding global panic. The revelation that the United States and the Soviet Union had been working together to confront extraterrestrial threats would have caused mass panic and destabilized global society. Preserving technological superiority. Reverse engineering alien technology would provide unmatched military and technological advantages to the nations involved. By keeping these advancements secret, the U.S. and the Soviet Union ensured that rival nations remained unaware of their capabilities. Maintaining geopolitical control. Public knowledge of extraterrestrial contact and technological exchange would have upended the balance of power and led to calls for transparency and accountability that neither government was prepared to handle. The legacy of the Zond program. Are we alone? As humanity looks toward the stars and prepares for a new era of space exploration, the secrets of the Zond program cast a long shadow over our understanding of the universe. If the allegations are true, then the Zond program was not just a Soviet lunar initiative. It was part of a covert effort to confront, investigate, and possibly interact with non-human intelligences. But the ultimate question remains: is the collaboration between nations to confront extraterrestrial phenomena still ongoing? And if so, what have these secret missions discovered? and what truths remain hidden from humanity? As we stand on the precipice of disclosure and interstellar exploration, the answers to these questions may reshape our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it.